Sims and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we are building another house, and this one is actually, I'm super excited to show you this one because it's a little bit different from other builds that I've done in the sense that it has like this weird tower element to it, but not an actual tower. It just looks like a clock tower or something like that. I showed you guys the build on Discord and that's what you said at least. But I totally see it because it has this like big round window from Cats and Dogs on it. So it kind of looks like a clock tower. It's kind of funny. But anyways, so I'm super excited to show you guys. I wasn't entirely sure about this build when I started building it because it just felt weird and different, and I just didn't fully know if it maybe looked weird because I'd been looking at it too much. You know, when you draw something, for example, and you keep looking at it and your mind just goes, no, this looks weird, but then you look at it with fresh eyes the next day and it looks good. That's kind of how I felt about this building. It just kind of looked strange, but then the next day I was like, okay, it's actually all right, you know, I can use this for something. So yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys this build. Also because I kind of like the color palette. It's very white and then with the gray bricks, but then the tower itself is totally red. I think I've used the red from, oh god, where is it from? Maybe Outdoor Retreat. So it's got like this purple-ish undertone, but I really like it. It stands out. It makes the tower element of the house stand out, and the interior is very blue and green, so that's not a color scheme that I often go for in my builds, even though I made the mermaid cottage just recently. But it's not a color scheme that I usually go for. I tend to go for very warm tones, so red and yellow and then a lot of browns, but we've kept it sort of green and blue because there were a lot of in Cats and Dogs, the items have this blue swatch, so it's basically that one that I've used because I thought it fit the building very well. It's kind of like a sea house, sort of. Maybe I was inspired. Is that even a thing, a sea house? I'm not sure. But maybe I was inspired by the sea in the background a little bit for the interior, so I figured maybe it's like a fisher family, like a richer fisher family that live in this house or something like that. Maybe they own like a fishing company or something like that. So if I recall correctly, it is built for a pair of parents and a kid and a teen. I think when I build or furnish rooms for kids or teens or toddlers, I usually furnish them for girls because that's just where my mind goes, and I'm pretty sure I've done the same. But you can move in whoever you want to in these rooms, like it's completely fine. It's just when I made them I had girls in mind, also because they're very bright and, you know, pastel-y, so they kind of fit the rest of the house. So they just they got the girly vibe to them, if you know what I mean. But I don't actually really like that term girly. I think it can be girly in very different ways. Like, I don't know, I just don't really, it's not really something that I say very often, but I do feel like they have some kind of girly-ish vibe to the rooms, so that's why I say they're for girls. But like I said before, you can move in whoever you want to in these rooms, or change them however you want as well. And other than that, I think they got a living room at least, and the living room is sort of open plan, so there's also a little seating area where they don't actually have a TV. Just want to say that they don't have a TV, but I'm pretty sure that both the teen room and also the parents room have a TV, if I recall correctly. And there's also a study area in the living room as well, so there's a little desk with a computer and some bookcases too. But yeah, I might be confusing it a little bit. I'm mixing it up a little bit with another build that I made pretty much the same day. So, which was also very bright. That one may come up on the channel tomorrow if I have time to edit all the footage. I actually got work. I know that I said I wouldn't, but okay, quick explanation because I don't want to talk about work too much. Basically, I get paid in 2 currencies and the rate for both currencies is the same, but euros are worth more than dollars. So whenever I get a job that pays in euro, I earn more, and this one was like it got paid in euros, so I had a hard time saying no. Basically, that's all. So I am working a little bit, but it's fine. It's just 3 days, and after that I am so ready to just, I don't know, I feel like I should take maybe a whole 2 weeks off or something like that, or maybe just like one. Just record like crazy. I really want to record some Minecraft today too, because oh my god, I've made preparations on the server now so that we don't have to go hunt for iron ores and all that stuff, because I do feel like it could be a little bit tedious to watch me just like run around and get some, you know, food or stuff like that. So I've covered all the basics now. We just need to start recording and see what we can find. Maybe hunt down some dragons or something. I don't know. I'm sorry, like I can't sit still in my chair, so I keep making noises. I'm very, very sorry about that. The handles just, I don't know, the armrests just kind of make a little bit of noise now and then, but that's fine. Other than that, I love my chair. So plus it's purple. That's always a good thing. I love purple. So anyways, this build, I think the exterior with landscaping is sort of, it's like it's a little wild, but it's contained, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. There's a lot of flowers in a very, very small area is basically what I mean. So it's a little wild by the fact that there's a lot of flowers makes it a little wild, but it's contained because it's just in a small area. And I've kind of kept them white, pink, and red to match the tower house, as you can see right, or the tower part of the build, as you can see right now. It kind of looks like a clock. I admit it kind of looks like a clock with a round window on top. I thought to start out with that I'd actually put just the same windows, but I was like, no, it's too many windows. Plus you couldn't really see the red very well because the windows are quite big and white. So I chose the round one instead, and I really like how that looked on the build. Plus the other two, as you can see on the left, also have those small right windows. You can't see it anymore, but you can see now. No, wait, I don't know. Anyways, and yeah, I kind of changed it to gray, that's right, because I felt like it was getting a little bit too white. Plus, I think I've used up to 5 wallpapers on the exterior, which is a lot, but I like playing around with different wallpapers to see what kind of wallpapers fit together, and also like just make it makes the build more interesting to me when it has more wallpapers, because it adds like gray and white. I don't know how to explain it, so I just like how it looks, and it gives more life to the exterior. It's basically what I'm trying to say. I just can't speak. I don't know words. So but yeah, and it's also the first time that I'm using those wallflowers from, what's it called? Jungle Adventures game pack? Yes. But I really like how those look too, so I just feel like they're a little bit difficult to use, to be honest. I think it's because they're quite big, and they also have this like round shape, like they have a funny shape to them, but I sized them down for this build, I think, so they're a little bit smaller, but I really like how they look, and it was definitely something that we needed more of in the game. P.S. we still need more. I love putting flowers or ivy on my builds, so I'm always up for more of that in the game, please. But yes, first time I used these, and I felt like the pink was a little bit too pale maybe, so I ended up changing it and kind of mixing it with the red swatch. That's another thing, we need more swatches of them, because I think they got this purple, is it, and then the red one, and then the pink one, so we could definitely use like a white one or a yellow one. A yellow one would look amazing, I think, too. Maybe a blue one as well. But yeah, I do really like those ones. And then a couple of weeks back, I think someone actually told me that it was smart to, like, you know, when you put a foundation on the build and you try to place flowers, they kind of sometimes bugs a little bit, and it like automatically raises the flowers if you put them too close to the build. So someone said, why don't you just lower the foundation completely when you do the landscaping? And I've used that ever since that person told me, so I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but thank you so much. It was very, very helpful. I don't know why I didn't think that far, but very, very helpful tips, so thank you so much for that one. And yeah, I think I may have actually left in the floor planning in this build because the video didn't turn out super long, so now you'll see why I don't share the floor plans. I can't talk. Floor plans. Oh my god. Because I go a little bit crazy with the camera, and I'm sorry about that, but you guys have asked about floor plans, so I thought I'd leave it in this one, also because the video itself isn't very long, so it's fine. But I do tend to go a little bit crazy with the camera, as I said before. And also this upper part, because I was having issues with the parents' bedroom, because there needed to be room for a double bed, but that means there's a wall right in front of the window in the other room, and that looks a little bit weird, but I did not know what else to do with it. It just kind of had to go that way. That's just all I could do. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, there's probably another way to do it. I just can't see it, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, we go for this. I don't think I've ever used those floorboards before. Maybe like once or twice or something, but it's been a while, so I think they're base game. But yeah, they come in a lot of different swatches too, so maybe I should start using them more. I don't know. Anyways, over here is the dining room, and it's just very simple. I think I actually made room for them to have a cat too, because I think the daughter has a cat bed in her room as well, so there should be toys around as well later on. And then also in this room there'll be a little eating bowl for the cat to eat from as well. I'm pretty sure, otherwise it's the other build, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. But yeah, just kind of keeping it in this the same color scheme throughout the entire, at least the entire ground floor. Not so much, maybe the parents' bedroom too, but not so much the toddler bed or the kids' bedroom. And also, is it a toddler or a kid actually? Now I'm kind of confused. I think it's a kid and a teen. I'm about 100% sure it's a teen at least, but I don't remember if the other one is a kid or a toddler. I think it's a kid. Oh my god, we will have to wait and see when we get there. This is what happens when you build 2 builds in one day. You suddenly don't remember. I also started another one, which is a huge Tudor mansion, because I'm still rebuilding Windenburg. Is just taking its time. But Tudor builds are, I love building Tudor, but sometimes they're a little bit difficult for me to figure out because they're a little bit different, you know. They just, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like they're a little bit different than so many other styles because they're so old and stuff like that. Plus I feel like the wallpaper can get a little bit too much sometimes, so the color scheme for the exterior on the Tudor mansion that I'm building on was just, I had to like switch it, I don't know, change it 4 times or something like that before it finally worked out for me because I just felt like it looked too much. But you'll see that once the build goes up on the channel, hopefully sometime next week. I do want to get a fair few builds out next week. Did that make sense? I don't know, but over here we got the kitchen and a little, I don't actually know what those are called because they're island counters, but is it called a bar, like a breakfast bar or something you can sit at and eat breakfast in the morning? Because obviously they're not gonna have huge breakfasts at the dinner table. I feel like that's a little bit too much. I don't actually know. I don't think I remember the last time I sat down in a house and had breakfast in the morning with the family. I tend to sleep, okay, when I went to school, I tended to sleep as long as possible because I have issues falling asleep at night. So in the morning, I just try to like drag it out a little bit. Also because I'm so tired that I basically can't. I can't convince myself to get up in the morning because I'm just so exhausted because I can't fall asleep at night. But that's my issues. It doesn't matter. But so it's been a while since the last time I remember sitting down having breakfast with my family, like around a table or stuff like that. Like I think the last time I did that was when I was visiting my aunt at some point. But yeah, that's just how it is. But families have different, you know, different traditions and habits and stuff like that. So I can definitely imagine some of my old classmates' families doing that a lot. It's also different because my parents are divorced, so we don't have like, I don't know. I lived alone with my dad for a while, and because my big sisters had moved out, so it was just me and him for a while, and the dog, and my dog. So yeah, I don't know, but I can definitely imagine some people sitting down at like a breakfast table. Maybe they got like a fancy house with 2 dining rooms, like a small one where they eat breakfast, or I'm just thinking like mansions right now, obviously, because that's where my mind goes. And then they have like a proper dinner dining room where they can have guests over as well. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, breakfast bar. I think it's called a breakfast bar, basically. Also, over here you can see the living room as I was talking about before. They don't have a TV. I mean, you could put it on the wall where the love seat is, or the 2-seat couch, but it looked weird doing that in my mind. I didn't do it, but I didn't try it out, but in my mind I could kind of imagine it, and it just kind of looked weird to me, so I decided not to try it out. But you can do it if you want to. If you insist on having a TV in the house, you can definitely put it over there, or you can change it and put it in front of the windows, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking, why would you want to put a TV in front of the windows? That means the light will kind of like come through the window and shine in your eyes and you can't see anything. you know? That doesn't happen in The Sims, but it happens in real life, so that's what I'm thinking about when I build. But anyways, and over here they got, see, I had issues with this room because it had 3 doors. Well, it had 2 and then the door frame. So I always get issues when a room has 3 doors. I can't explain why. If someone knows why, please explain it to me. But anyways, so over here they got the little desk area that I was talking about and some bookcases too, so they can sit over there and study or something else. I mean, the teen also has, I'm pretty sure she has a desk in her room as well, so she can study there if she wants to. I mean, I don't even remember what the teens do in the game, what the kids and teens do. I should remember them sitting outside around a dining table at some point, doing the homework together, which was super cute. But yeah, I don't remember what they do. Sometimes they sit around the dining table too. I like when my Sims do the homework at the same time, like teens and kids doing the homework at the same time around the dining table. I think that's very cute. I don't know, I just don't think we do that in my family. I mean, I don't know. I have always been the kind of person to say no to help as well because I like to figure things out myself. So I never really asked my sisters for help with homework either, or my parents for that matter. For that sake. I don't know how to explain that, whatever. English is not going great today, it's fine. But I think this is the only bathroom that I'm showing you guys. If I've already shown you one, I'm sorry, but I think this is the only one because my bathrooms tend to look the same. Okay, we're showing both of them up here. But as you can see, this is what I do. I just kind of copy things from one bathroom over to the other one, so that's why I don't always show both or show more than one, because it's the same, it just looks the same, it's the same items, same color scheme and everything, but I just don't fully enjoy doing bathrooms, so I just kind of try to get them over with as quickly as possible basically, but still make it look kind of good and realistic maybe. And then I figured out, because I was watching some speed builds while doing this build as well, and someone was using those round little, I think they're from Get Together, the round carpets that are called Stone Path or something like that, because she was using them outside, and I really want to use those in one build at some point, because you can make these small paths with the round carpets, and I think that's very cute. Or round rugs, they're called, I guess. I don't know. Rugs are the small ones, the loose ones, and carpets are the ones that's just like from wall to wall, right? Yeah, I think so. But anyways, over here is the parents' bedroom, and as you can see, we stick to the color scheme in this one. It's white, very white, and also I was trying with another one. I was trying like a muted brown, gray brown-ish color, but then I kind of changed it to the white one. Well, I changed it to the white one. And it's blue still, and they have a TV for themselves. I don't know, I felt like because they didn't have a TV in the living room, at least they needed one in their bedroom or something, so maybe they like to chill up here. Although the Sims can't actually sit down on the bed and watch TV, they have to stand up, so that's just how that is. But or maybe they can sit on like the edge of the bed and watch. I don't actually know, maybe. I should probably test that out at some point, but okay. So in this room, we're decorating for a toddler, apparently not a kid, so I misremembered, but I think that's in the tomorrow's build then. We got room for both a kid, a toddler, and a teen then, so I just kind of mixed them up a little bit because, I don't know, that's what happens when you build 2 houses in one day. So anyways, this is the toddler's room, and it's very tiny, but my toddler rooms usually are. I feel like if they're too big, it gets a little bit difficult to fill it up with furniture because we don't have a lot of stuff for toddlers, and toddlers usually don't need a lot of stuff either, just need like a few specific toys and the weapon template and a bed and stuff like that. So I always try to make my toddler rooms as small as possible because otherwise it just turned out huge. So that's my personal opinion, my personal preference, but yeah, you can change it if you want to. I just feel like if I made this whole room, because there's a teen room next to this one, and I feel like if I combine them it would be a little bit too much, but because they're only one toddler, it's not twins, and I wanted there to be 2 different life stages for kids, so it's not just like 2 toddlers, but a toddler and a teen, or a toddler and a kid instead. So I don't know, I also feel like 2 toddlers in the game are a bit of a handful basically. So yeah, and I try to make it match the sort of the rest of the aesthetic of the house, or the aesthetic of the rest of the house. It made more sense so by making it bright and everything. And in here we got the teen room, which is also super bright. I think I go for like pastel pink and then gray and white, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what wallpaper I used, and I was insisting on using that chair from Parenthood as well, but I ended up removing it, I think, because it was taking up way too much space. I hope that the sim can actually walk past that chair in front of the desk, but I think it should be able to. Otherwise, just move it like a little bit and it should be fine, or move the bed in just a little bit towards the or a little bit too closer to the wall, and it should be fine too. It's just I haven't play tested this yet. I should probably do that before I release it. But at some point I thought that she would probably have a lot of posters in her room, but then at the same time I felt like it looked a little bit too much with that wallpaper. And also, I'm also pretty sure at some point later on, before I took the screenshots, I went in and changed the colors of the lamps because they were kind of yellow, and I talked about that in my last build, I think, or in the apartment build I did, that I just don't like yellow lamps. I feel like they just make everything look a little bit dirty. I don't know, maybe they remind me of like public toilet lights or something. I don't know. It could be that. You've never gone to public toilets and they got these super light or super yellow lights. I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of that. In this little corner I made a little seating area for the Sims to sit and read if they want to, and I finally got to use those 2 Parenthood chairs, or just the 1 Parenthood chair, twice, because I really like it, and I was trying to fit it into the teen bedroom, but it just wasn't fitting in there. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of grandma a little bit. I don't know. It just has that vibe, kind of. I don't know if it's the shape of the wood or something. So out here we're making a little barbecue area for the kids, the Sims, to sit and eat together, and they can sit there and look over the water, or we can pretend that they do at least, because they probably don't do that, to be honest, not in The Sims. But yeah, so that's what I was trying to do. And I feel like I'm also I'm pretty sure that I put in some flowers too, because it was looking a little bit bare over here to the right, like the left of the part you can see right now. So other than that, I think we're getting to the end of the build, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now. I hope you like the build. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is the same as my YouTube name, so Aveline Sims, and everything like price and name of the build and everything is listed in the description down below. And in case you did not understand my ID, it's also written down there. So anyways, I will be streaming tonight on Twitch too if you're interested in that. We're gonna continue Not So Berry, and I think we're on generation 3 and 4 now, if I'm not mistaken, or we still gotta get her married. No, we got her married generation 2, so we're on gen 3 and 4, and it's gonna be super exciting, so I hope to see you guys over there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change you. I see in you my mother's eyes, and I lay your head to my shoulder.